Alright, here we go. Finished painting the frame, getting all undercoated. Internal frame coating is in, and this is what she looks like in the chassis black. So, these look pretty good, nice and shiny again, nice and pretty, and pretty happy with the way it came out. I haven't done the front yet. I'm gonna wait until we got the body back on the frame, and then we'll take apart all the front suspension, get all those bushings done in there, and then we'll get all this painted up and looking like the rest of the frame there. But for now, this will at least get the body back on the frame for me anyway. And that so basically the process I was using with this was first I was using this rust converter. So basically scrub down the frame itself, or wire brushes. Don't have to, no, so it wasn't not perfectly clean, but just that stuff. I just sprayed that on, and it does what it says. Does a good job. Then once that was set, then switched to the rust encapsulator. Gave her a couple of coats of that. Basically, I used 2 cans of each. Got me pretty much all around the whole frame. So rust encapsulator, and then finally the chassis black. And yeah, that came up really, very well. Really impressed with it. Really happy with it. Looking good. So now we're gonna work on cleaning up the rear suspension parts. Get my suspension arms. So I got the bushings already done on those. So get those cleaned up, painted up. Get the rear axle painted up and scrubbed up, and then yeah, we'll start putting that all back together. So, all right, rear end time. Got everything painted up. Got the rear end sealed up. New axle seals, new diff seal, different scrub seal and all that stuff. Got it all painted up. Looking pretty good. So now we're gonna get this all assembled, put back in here, and get ready to put the body on. So yeah, here we go. Alright, rear end is all in and done and tightened up. Looking pretty good. Pretty happy with how it turned out. She matches the frame and all. I've still got the old springs in there. I'll purchase some new ones there later on. I'm actually going to put the Impala wagon springs in. It'll give her a better stance in the back end, kind of, so she won't squat too much. And seen on a few forums where some guys have done that. It's a bit stiffer ride in the back end, but not too worried about that. So, yeah, we'll get the new springs, put them in, then do some touch-up painting, some of the bolts and stuff like that. But for now, got the rear end in, and yeah, pretty happy with it there. So basically, what we had to do was put the lower control arms into the bracket on the axles first, and then once just had bolts in there loose, and then basically rolled the rolled the back in, or rolled the differential in up underneath, and then attached the lower control arms at the front, and then had the upper control arms bolted in. So basically in here, and had this bracket on first, and then right in the back, you can kind of see there's a bunch of shims. I don't know if you see that, but anyway, there's a bunch of shims in there. Anyway, I had them tied up when I took them out, just to make sure that I didn't lose any. So basically, put the shims in behind that bracket, and then once you got that set, and then you bolted in at the front. Did the same thing on both sides, and then just left it loose. And then once we had the differential rolled in and connected the lower control arms, then the uppers basically just popped right in, straight in, no problem there. And then yeah, and of course the springs have to go in at the same time. So just a bit of finagling just to kind of pop them up in there. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Went fairly straightforward once we figured out how to get it all put back in properly. But yeah, she's all tightened up, all set and ready to go. I at least got the brand new shocks put in. They look pretty good there. So yeah, we're all set now. We can put the body back on the frame. So we'll be starting that here pretty soon. So we'll check you out on that next video. Talk to you a bit.